Awesome, guys. So glad you guys are looking this video. I wanted to share something about endurance because it's often not talked about in church. We want everything to look fun and happy, and that's right. 80% of church should be fun, should be great, should be amazing. But sometimes you reach this point where like suddenly there is a testing, you know. So that is a biblical theme that comes out quite a lot. Hebrews 12:1 says, "Therefore, since we're surrounded by such a great cloud of witness, let us lay aside every weight and sin which clings so closely, and let us run with endurance the race that is set before us, looking to Jesus, the founder and perfecter of our faith." Faith is a race. Faith is a marathon of endurance. And the goal is to keep our eyes on Jesus, never lose sight of him. In Romans 5, it says, verse 4, that through him we obtained access by faith into this grace in which we stand, and we rejoice in hope of the glory of God. Now, not only that, we rejoice also in our sufferings, knowing that suffering produces endurance, endurance produces character, and character produces hope. I love that. There's this process, and if we run out of it, we will not get to the other side of hope. We'll not get to character. Sometimes things are not just easy. Marriage is not easy. Life with kids is not easy. Work is not easy. Like nothing that has a costly worth will come just automatically. And if we stay on track, if we keep our faith in the middle of like storms and challenges, what you will experience is not only pain, it will also build muscle. I mean, it's natural for sports where you do sports and you're like, oh, this is painful. But once you went through it, suddenly you build up strength and endurance and muscle and posture, and everything comes easy. Suddenly you run this race with like flying because you suffered and you didn't chicken out. James says the very same thing. He says, "Count it all joy, my brothers, when you meet trials of various kinds." I think that includes the sisters as well. "For you know that the testing of your faith does what? Produces endurance," or steadfastness. Both words count. "Let this endurance have its full effect, that you may be perfect and complete, lacking nothing." Perfect and complete, that's another word for having character, you know, like knowing who you really are. So suffering, if you don't run away from it, but through it, it will produce endurance. Endurance is this steadfastness that just says, I'm going the race with God, and it produces character that says, I'm going to do the right thing, no matter what it costs. And this character will produce hope. And suddenly you see how Jesus is, and you will see the founder and perfecter of your hope. The devil never fights fair. He will always try to whisper into your ears that it's not worth it, that it's too much pain, it's not easy enough, there is no blessing in it, there's no fruitfulness in it. There's always a reason to back out. Don't back out. If it's costing you something, chances are there's something behind it. There's some prize to get. Fight the good fight. 2 Timothy 4:7. Paul says this to Timothy: I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. Don't stop running. I have kept the faith. Our marathon of faith is about finishing. Don't look at the founder and perfecter of your faith. There's no perfect situation. Sometimes we think 2019 is going to be great. We project this. We have faith for the year. But then suddenly things come and we're like, oh, what's happening? This is very great, because if challenges come, that means this is going to be a great year. And if you push through, God will build this character in you. God will produce this hope in you, and this will not disappoint you. Sometimes connect groups is hard, marriage is hard, family is hard, everything can be hard at some point. But God is a great God, and He will not disappoint you. Keep your faith, whatever the costs. Love you guys. Praying for a great week. Have a great connect group this week. Sorry for being late this time. There was just so much going on. Bye, guys.